Hello everyone. Well, the other day I went out and bought, got this thing oriented properly, this Masterlock contractor grade rekeyable, see that was the key thing there, lock, and that's the model number, and lifetime guarantee and all this other stuff, ball bearings. What I did was I went down to the hardware store and I got the most expensive one I could afford, basically, which is like, this was almost $30. Got the receipt for it right here. $32, after tax and all that. So, I was going to single pin pick it, but before I did that, I decided to just check a couple of YouTube videos, and I watched Bosnian Bill's video of picking this open, and the lock-picking lawyer. And the lock-picking lawyer had that thing open in less than 4 minutes, opened and gutted. So, I know he's better than I am. But when he gutted it, and also in the Bosnian Bill video when he gutted it, they showed that the core was standard pins. And this is kind of a continuation of, I did a video earlier of, rotating this ace key wrong. And when you've got this shielding right here, it prevents you from going the wrong way. I opened it. It prevents you from going the wrong way when you turn the core. But of course, once you remove that and you have this exposed, this is something only that novice, curious types or locksmiths or whatever, run into, and that's rotating it incorrectly. And what happens is, the driver pins from the Bible shoot up into the keyway and get trapped. So the solution to this should be, and I'm going to try this, maybe on camera to help everybody that runs into this, but I'm going to try to rotate it the proper way, which is certainly not this way. It's got to be anything. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees one way or the other. The way this thing looks like it's tension, it would go to the right if you were going to, but who knows, one way or the other, just to remove the core, because I wanted to see, I hadn't picked it open yet, was what I was going to try to say, and I just decided to disassemble it, because it's just like a 7/64 type of Allen wrench. I dropped that and misplaced that, but I took the lock apart and I got it out, and I looked and there was no wafer, but I don't think you can bypass this design. And just taking it apart, because I tried picking it several times and hadn't had any success. And sorry, I got it all out of focus handheld here. And then I managed to do this, so I'm going to recover from that, then put it back together and try to get a functioning lock. So be careful, like I'm not, apparently, on core rotation. Core rotation is very important, and to recover from this, you're going to need to pick it, sort of, push those down. It should be fairly easy because you don't have to fight the pins, key pins, which I left in there, but maybe I should remove them. As long as they're not protruding up above the shear line here, they should rotate, and they will. Gravity's helping it if I go either way. And you can see it doesn't look like a spool pin, it just looks like a regular driver pin in there. Try to zoom in with the magic of zoom in. That buzzing sound is not special effects, it's a real fly in here. So, I'll turn this video off. I was wondering what I was going to do, what kind of video can I make today, because I haven't picked this lock open, and it's Saturday, and I'm going to be able to pick this lock open because I was getting false sets, but before I did that, this thing's heavy. I was going to put it in the vise, and I thought, well, while I'm going to put it in the vise, I might as well just, I've got all my pinning kit and all my other stuff here. So, what could go wrong? This is kind of like another what could go wrong and lock disassembly. Because, you know, like I said, the mechanical warding stops you from rotating it past 90 degrees, like 45 degrees maybe, to prevent this from happening. Because then it just goes to shoot in, and there's no key there to, you know, keep these pins up there, so they just shoot in. Right. Most people know this, except for people like me. I didn't know this. I'm learning slowly, though. You know, I have to make a mistake a bunch of times before I learn it sometimes. But I'll learn eventually, maybe.